Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today is the day we're going to do that 1,000-mile review on the Lectric XP 2.0 fat tire e-bike. You'd be surprised by some of the things on here, issues or no issues, to be determined. So stick around. All right, guys, as we're riding around town, we can't help but still be impressed by this Lectric XP 2.0. This particular one has almost 1,000 miles on, I think like 970 or something. And we're still putting a bunch on today. And we can't really say there's much to complain about on the bike 1,000 miles in. We've only put in, the only thing we replaced on here, I think, is the brake pads. We replaced the brake pads. They weren't fully gone, but they had a little squeak, so we replaced them, got something better. And we changed out the mirror to one that goes in the end. The other one happened to get broke off in the truck when we loaded it in. Other than that, we didn't have too much to complain about there. All right, one other problem I forgot to mention that we had is the pedals. The pedals, as we mentioned before, they're not very grippy, so I'd be good to change these out. Your foot slide off easy. And the bearings, you can see how loose that is. The bearings on this one is wearing out pretty good. So it makes it kind of unsteady on your feet. So that would be one complaint, so I'd recommend maybe getting some better pedals. And like we mentioned, the mirror, we did change it out. This didn't come on the bike, but it's something we put on. We just made this one, which when we want to put it in the truck, we can fold it in. We can put it this way or this way. It's a much better design than the other one we had, which mounted over here, kind of came up, but it broke off on us. So this has been working out pretty well. So let's ride to the next spot and we'll tell you something else about it. Okay, another thing, we do ride around a lot on different terrain, grass, concrete, blacktop, sand, all that. And you see with almost 1,000 miles, how well the tires are holding up. We got plenty of tread on here. No problems whatsoever, wearing nicely. We haven't even had a flat tire on this bike. So that's a nice thing. You ain't got to worry about those. Sorry about the traffic. We're out in the public, so you can't avoid that. So you can't avoid... you can't avoid. With the tires, we can't complain about that being almost 1,000 miles without any issue there. Still, another thing that we like to complain about is that key position. Being on the bottom, terrible thing. But you think you'd get used to it after 1,000 miles. You don't really. It's just an awkward angle. Sometimes you're on the ground trying to find it to get it in there. So that's the only other complaint. Everything else we have to say is pretty good. The display still reads good. We can read that nice and strong. You can see over here, 971 miles on it. Everything reads, nothing faded or anything, no blacked out spots. Everything works good there. What other issue? One other thing we had was back here. This one plug here got caught on a bush at one time and unplugged. So then you'll get an error on your screen to let you know. You'll look that error up. It'll be that one. It goes to your motor. Back there. And it has been a godsend to have the suspension seat. And we did change. We're on our fourth seat. This is the Schwinn quality seat here. It's really, I mean, it's got a wide saddle, so it feels good and it's cushioned, so we can't complain about that. So let's tell you about the next thing. Let's get to the next spot. We'll tell you about something else. All right, now when it comes to the motor and the battery, you would think this would be a problem here, but for us, we haven't noticed any performance drop in the motor, and the battery still seems to hold the charge, and we get a long distance out of it. We can't complain. I literally can't tell a difference from when we first got it till now. We're 1,000 miles in with a bunch of different charges. We do ride in a bunch of different weather conditions, as we mentioned. We have been in wet condition. Everything's holding up well. The motor holds up well. Just make sure you keep your chain lubed and your sprockets, because they will rust up a little bit if you don't keep them, and your card in the back there. You want to make sure all that stays lubed up. Other than that, this thing is holding up really well. We can't complain. Like I said, with 1,000 miles on it, no other issues whatsoever. The front suspension still works with no leaks. The lights all still work. everything is great on this bike. So it's a good testament to how good electric bikes are. That's why if you're out and about, you'll probably see mostly electric bikes. I mean, they're, for the price and that price point, you probably can't beat it with what you get in the bike. Now they got a bunch of new ones with the XP 3.0. They also have one where you can ride with a rider. They also got a trike. They're killing it right now. So they're doing great. And this is a testament to that. So we can't complain about this one. On to the next spot. All right, everybody, we are back from our ride. It was a nice ride, packing more miles on this thing. Like we said, overall, very great bike. Very, very good bike. Great value for your money. You're probably not going to find one better than this. If you guys are interested, I advise you to head over to their website and check out all they got. We're not affiliated with them at all. We just do like their bikes. We have 3 of our own. We've sold probably 5, 6 of them to people we know around here already. And not to mention whoever would have bought one off the videos we've made off these. So really good bike. We still recommend it. 1,000 miles in, very low maintenance, can't complain at all. And the fact that it folds up, you can fit it in your car, that's a bonus also. So with that being said, guys, thank you for riding along with us. Thanks for watching the video. Until next time, try something new.